Hey guys, so this is just an update for this month of TAURION. I'll just show you a few of the updates which we've added. Most of the time we've been spending on performance, seeing what it's like with like 10,000 units on the map and things like that. But what I'll show you now, let me just check something. Oh yeah, so the first thing is this the camera. We had some feedback from people who didn't really understand the like flying and zooming around sort of thing, and what they were used to was just using the WSA and D key to actually just move around the map like that at sort of a fixed height, a bit like a lot of games RTS they do that rather than flying around, which is actually what I preferred, and a couple of other people did, but more people seem to like this way. There is some camera speeding things which need adjusting. It doesn't seem to be affected by the camera speed rate in the options. That's just the minor things which we'll sort. These tower things are from one of the 3D modelers that we're working with. These are going to be the like this is like an obelisk, and this is a building of the sort of ancient race which was on the planet before the three houses got there. So there'll be some more information on that for now. This is just like for tests for now. Yeah, so I'm going to switch back to the camera view that I like just for now. You know, like this, flying around. It's just like what I prefer. So yeah, so some people have been like testing the client by like prospecting, like in the tech demo, and there's actually they've been testing quite hard because all these pores here is somebody who's been prospecting. I believe it's a guy who goes by the name of Liquid, as you can see in the chat there, and he is the one that's been doing a lot of testing and giving us a lot of feedback, which has been great. So you know, there could be in total, if every region is mined, around 400,000. I think there's 640,000 or something like that regions, but a lot of them are like on obstacles. So I think we estimated there's probably 400,000 regions that can be prospected. Yeah, so we also did some tweaks in here as well, made this look a bit nicer, and sort of fixed that up a little bit. You can see who's won all those bronze prizes. You know, there's been quite a lot of testers in there, but those prizes don't actually mean anything at the moment. So like the main update as well, which I wanted to show you, was this. So in all the previous videos you noticed that in here there was like lots of different names, like there was, you know, Snailbrain, Akalos, whatever, like I listed them down there. Now what happened was when you did a move with a character like this, everything in that name would then become pending, so you actually couldn't move another name until the another character, or unit as we call them now. You couldn't move a unit within the same name until this transaction had gone in the blockchain. But we made some changes, as we promised in a previous video, so that you could do updates in the blockchain for the same account within one block. So now the gameplay is much better. I can move that one there like that, this one there like that. You can see that other one went in. You know, move a few. So this wasn't a hard fork, it was just like some policy change, and it was possible to do this if miners sort of hacked the code sort of thing, and there wasn't really a reason not to do this. It's just that this has been carried over from maybe Namecoin and Huntercoin. So you can see I've queued up a few here now. And the way that they do work is they actually do get sort of queued up. So in the blockchain, the first transactions that you sent in would be mined first if the miner doesn't have them all to put in the block. So it could be that you get like 6 of these might go in the next block, or maybe, well there you can see, so a few of them went in and then another one went in. We had 2 blocks mined quite quickly there. So this all, as well as having the advantage of making it better gameplay and faster, so you can do, you know, like 20 updates in one block for one account, it also makes it a bit more like sort of role playing and immersive as well. So like in the full game now, and like in the client, we only allow the control of one name. You could modify the client, or you could get build another front end. Excuse me. You could build another front end which lets you control multiple names, but there isn't really a big advantage to it. Well, not advantages which probably outweigh the immersiveness of just having controlling one character, so everyone knows who you are. All your chat comes from one account. All your fame and skills and stuff are just one account as well. And as well, yeah, in the full game we will restrict it so you can't actually create. Once you create a character for one house, you can't actually create for another house. Whereas at the moment, you know, I've got like all Jordans there. I could create, you know, some Rubos, but we won't allow that. So it does have a slight disadvantage of somebody using a hacked or their own front end, which allows them to control multiple names. So then you could have other factions, but probably it doesn't outweigh the like immersiveness and, you know, role play type stuff of doing it that way. Because the only advantage you could have by controlling multiple names is a bit like betraying your friends and stuff like that, which is you can still do anyway, and is like a part of the game, but that's just how it is. So yeah, so that's that update, and I think that is probably it. We will show some updates maybe in the end of the month with what it's like with like 10,000 units on the map, with a lot of them moving, and show you that it is still scalable. A lot of the issues with that are just the front end and dealing with this many objects and things. We have done like quite a lot of optimization here with these posts. You know, things like turning shadows off does improve performance massively, so people can turn that stuff down. Like you can almost see I'm getting like 50 frames per second. If I turn that off, I'm getting 100 frames per second. So there is a lot of tweaking people can do to give them good frame rates. So I think that's it, guys, and we'll see you for the next video. Thank you very much.